Live in HD from WVUE TV New Orleans, this is Fox 8 News at 6. You're watching Fox 8 News.
6:43 now. If you're having trouble sleeping, you're not alone. 1/3 of adults say they've had difficulty falling asleep and or staying asleep during the past year. And Dr. Erica Jackson with Touro Infirmary is here with more on what could be causing your insomnia and some proven tips to help you get a good night's rest. And how many hours of sleep did you get last night, doctor?
Maybe 4. Might be pushing it.
Did you have trouble sleeping?
I think I do. I think I practice some of the habits that I tell my patients not to.
And why did you get so little? I feel like I'm giving you the inquisition here, but I'm sleeping fine. I never get enough sleep, but you had to get up a little bit earlier than usual to be on the show. I mean, is that one of the causes for people having trouble sleeping, something different in their routine?
Sure, you know, and I think anxiety can play a part in that. I also think that when you have young children like myself, that plays a part in it. There's a lot of factors that contribute to why people can't get to sleep, but when it's consistent or chronic, those are things that usually you address with your primary care physician.
What are some of the chronic factors that are contributing to people's inability to get enough sleep, and what should they do about it?
Anxiety, depression can contribute to it. Some medications, medications for hypertension, medications for asthma like albuterol inhalers. Also some medical conditions like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome. Also people who have sleep-wake schedule changes. Some people who work late at night and do shift work, maybe a night shift and a day shift. There are many conditions that predispose people to have insomnia. Some of the treatments I tell patients to do is to form a routine. That's really the most important thing. The first thing they can do is set a standard wake time, in that you want to get up at the same time most days of the week. You don't want to get up at 8 o'clock on Monday, 9 o'clock on Tuesday, 10 o'clock on Wednesday. You want to get up the same time most days of the week. And this helps you set a routine and keep your inner body clock going.
And what if somebody is changing shifts? My brother-in-law works different shifts all the time. How should they start adjusting for the next shift so that they can hopefully get some sleep before that shift?
You know, I tell patients all the time that one thing you should avoid is daytime napping. And if you nap in the daytime, it should be less than an hour. Another thing is to avoid alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine right before you go to sleep, because these things are stimulants and they'll worsen insomnia.
And I'm guilty of drinking a lot of coffee. How late when should you have that last cup? When will will an afternoon cup of coffee affect your ability to go to sleep that night?
It could, and I usually tell my patients no coffee after 3 p.m.
What other tips? How important is exercise to people just sort of physically making themselves tired so that they get to sleep?
You know, exercise is really important, and in the late afternoon or early evening, right after work, it actually can promote sleep. But vigorous activity too late or right before sleeping can actually worsen insomnia later in the night.
Are there certain types of foods that we should avoid? Foods that may contain caffeine that we're not aware of, or foods with certain stimulants in them that may be contributing to people's insomnia?
I think what's most important is not to eat late at night. This is especially important for people who suffer from gastroesophageal disease, indigestion, heartburn, because this can cause disruptions late at night. I don't think you should go to bed hungry, but you definitely shouldn't have a large meal right before sleeping.
People who take sleeping pills or NyQuil or something like that to help them go to sleep, is there anything wrong with that?
I think it's just an acute treatment. It shouldn't be used for chronic insomnia. Acutely, it may be fine, but not chronically.
And since you only got 4 hours of sleep last night, will you have any trouble getting to sleep tonight, or are the kids sort of setting your schedule for you these days?
They do. They actually set my schedule for me. I'll be fine. But I actually want daytime nap, because then I definitely won't sleep tomorrow night.
Well, at least it's the weekend. I hope you catch up on the sleep that you lost last night. Joining us this morning, Dr. Erica Jackson from Touro. Thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.